All right, welcome to Afternoons with Amanda on Akron and Northeast Ohio's hottest and fastest growing network. 330 to go. I am still sick. We are still in my home office, but the show must go on, and I want to make sure that you're still in the know about everything going on in the 330. First of all, shout out to all of the people that sent me their home remedies and their recipes. I have soup on the stove right now. Hank was like, "Hey, we're ready to go." I said, "Give me a minute. I'm literally chopping onions. So if I look like I was crying, I was, but it was because of the onions. Hopefully that'll help with some of what we've got going on. Weather, I'm sure, is a contributing factor to why I feel this way as well. And speaking of weather, let's get a look at what we got going on. Starting with tonight, going to continue raining low around 38 degrees. Looking at your Friday intervals of clouds and sunshine, but the sun will make an appearance and a high of just 53. Let's get a look at your news for the 330 area. This is a sad one, but it's not a complete ending. Mr. Fun's Costumes and Curiosities is closing its physical storefront after nearly 60 years in business. However, the business is not shutting down as it's just transitioning, okay? They're going to become a pop-up and also online model, so you'll still have access to your Mr. Fun's costumes. It just won't be, I mean, look at the picture. Like, I remember walking in there and walking up and down every single aisle and looking at every single costume, anything you could think of they had. And I don't know, long before the days of Amazon, that was like the place to go for any costume piece or anything. So right now their location is on Front Street. They're brick and mortar. You can make your way into there. Their last day open will be December 31st of this year. Again, that's Mr. Fun's. Man, crazy. Remember when it was over by the Boot Scootin' Saloon? That was the spot on Sunday nights for all ages back in my, God, over 20 years ago. Anyway, speaking of Akron area landmarks and things that are huge to us, longtime owner of Luigi's, Mickey Suriello, has passed away at the age of 78. Luigi's is a historic family-owned restaurant in downtown Akron, right on the edge of North Hill, famous for its pizza, the salads with mountains of cheese on top, and of course the retro atmosphere. It's been an Akron tradition since 1949. For me, it's the place that I always looked forward to going when I was out here visiting my Akron family on family vacations as a child. Then when I got to college at Akron U, that was the only spot that was still open after we cleaned up from the parties at the house on Clinton Street. I remember that vividly. And then, I brought my kids there when they were little, and I bring my kids there now that they're adults. So, definitely a place very close to my heart, and thoughts go out to the family as they deal with the passing of Mickey. All right, another Akron food landmark, hands down, Swenson's. You can't do a trip to Akron without going to Swenson's. Ask Jimmy Buffett. But now you can get Swenson's at Rocket Arena as of this Cavs season, the 25-26 season. They've opened up 2 concession stands where you can now get yourself that galley boy. I guess it's time for Akron to let them know who has the best burgers. I don't know, something funny like that. Like, let them know. All right, whatever. Cavs fell to the Celtics yesterday, 125-105. They are now 3-2, and at this rate, we may not see the return of the Cavs victory frog at all this season. Remember that winning streak at the beginning of last season? Hank's like, Amanda, half our team is injured. And I know, I just want the fun things. I want the pretty things. I want the frog back, okay? Cavs take on the Raptors tomorrow, 7:30 at Rocket Arena. All right, World Series. As of right now, Toronto Blue Jays lead the Dodgers 3-2 in the 2025 World Series. Did anybody stay up for that game that was like 18 innings and didn't end until 3 a.m.? I woke up and it was still going on. I definitely didn't stay up. It was intense. The series is intense, and it continues tomorrow with Game 6 at 8 p.m. Speaking of this series, did you see the picture on our Facebook page of the $150 tomahawk steak dinner that you can buy at Dodger Stadium? Your move, Progressive Field. You got quite a few months, as I look at my fake watch, to come up with something to combat against that. All right, so back in the day, I did this radio show, and this guy, Soccer Mike, would call all the time because he's like, you don't talk about soccer enough. Soccer is huge. Soccer is bigger than you realize. And so in his honor, I am specifically going to do a report on two of the awesome games we got going on. Soccer in the 330 in full swing this Saturday. You can start your day off at the Green Street Stadium with Akron City Football Club taking on the Croatia Cleveland in round 3 of the Open Cup. That's at 3 p.m. Then you can head over to First Energy Stadium as the Akron Zips welcome Marquette in a Big East showdown. That is at 6. You literally can do both. You can have a whole day of soccer. It's very exciting. All right. Stuff going on this weekend other than soccer. We've got Dr. Reed Timmer, Storm Chaser. I'm not going to lie. My thing lately has been watching tornado videos on, well, I don't do TikTok. I'm like, a normal adult who waits for the videos from TikTok to go to Instagram and then Facebook. And then that's where I'm watching my tornado videos. But Dr. Reed Timmer, definitely a part of that. He's going to be in Akron tomorrow night and not chasing a storm. Don't worry. Extreme meteorologist. He's got an edge of your seat evening. He's going to blend mind-blowing storm footage, unbelievable survival stories, and cutting-edge meteorological data and turn it into an unforgettable live event. And that's what they're saying. If that sounds like your type of show, that is tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m., E.J. Thomas Hall. You can get those tickets just by going to Ticketmaster. Now, are you familiar with the Yellow Brick Road District here in Akron? It's really cool. There's a section of Jefferson Avenue where it meets Exchange Street, where the road goes from red brick to yellow brick. And over there, that's where you're going to find local business, Akron Honey. In a collaboration with Hot Teas Cookies, Akron Honey hosts what they're describing as being like showing up to your favorite dessert shop in a cozy alley as you smell the warm aroma of baking cookies in the air and realizing that all your dreams just became true because you're finally about to smash on some warm Fat Teas cookies with super vibes, music playing in the back. That's this Sunday, by the way, if this sounds like a cool event, and I think it definitely does. This Sunday, 1 to 5 p.m. Again, it's that Yellow Brick Road District, which is just Jefferson Avenue, right over there where it hits Exchange. Their address specifically at Akron Honey is 1036 Jefferson Avenue. So sounds really cool. Those cookies sound amazing. Excuse me as I cough. And one of the main things people have been telling me that I need to get over this sickness is some local honey. So I won't show up there with my sickness, but I might send somebody to go get some for me. We're going to make it through this. We have one more event. All right, here we go. Finally, a place I really have to get myself to for a night out. I can't believe I haven't been here yet, but the Green Dragon Inn Board Game Bar and Cafe. That's 115 East Market Street in Akron. They are hosting a karaoke night tomorrow night, Friday, 8 p.m. I cannot think of a better way to spend Halloween, honestly. Get yourself dressed up in your costume and then go up there and karaoke at a place that looks like that on the inside. It looks like that. Look at that picture. It's so cool inside of there. So it's right near the Akron Art Museum. You can find it for yourself, but I encourage you to look them up on Facebook. Again, Green Dragon Inn Board Game Bar and Cafe. All right. You want to have your event featured on my broadcast? Simply email me. You see my email scrolling at the bottom of the screen. It's Amanda@330togo.com. Make sure you catch my girl Jess with the 330 To Go morning show. That's Mondays and Wednesdays right here on Akron and Northeast Ohio's hottest and fastest growing network, 330 To Go. I am going to lay in bed for 4 days. I'll catch you guys back here on Tuesday.